Hey guys, Sir Wayne here, bringing you guys another YouTube video. And today I want to talk about the differences between the solo and coalition victory. Basically the pros and cons, but before that I want to talk about this Call of War's 5th anniversary. So, hey guys, it's basically we're celebrating 5 years of Call of War. And they're having all games new this week. I think every day they're coming out with a different game. If you scroll down, go to their homepage, and you scroll down here, it says every single day they've got a different new event map so that we can join. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. They also have some kind of raffle, huge in-game prizes if you sign up for it. Sorry if y'all catch the storm in the background. It's kind of storming here, so sorry about that, guys. But it also, they have every day that they've been sharing new stories of Call of War, which I've read them all. I don't know if I've read this one yet, but I've read pretty much all of them. They talk about the world map here, and I've been trying to keep up with it and read all the news and stuff, but they're definitely here for you to look at. Here they talk about sound and how difficult it was, or how long it took to implement, and this and that, and their sister company. It's interesting to read, to learn more about the game if you want to learn more about the game. But anyway, happy birthday to Call of War, and thank you so much for creating this game. It's definitely an amazing game. But on to the video, shall we? Now, so it's solo and coalition victory is the main way to win. There are a couple other ways to win. Not exactly good ways to win, and that they are, like, for example, if it's an event game, they usually put a time limit. Like, not all event games, I don't believe, but like, for example, 1.5, you had like 20 or 25 days, or however many days they give you, and the event would automatically end. Which, I mean, 25 days, 30 days in a 22 map, yeah, that's a long time. It's fine, you got it. But a lot of players, did a lot of testing in my 1.5 map, so we used, I think, all those days. So, but that's kind of a crappy way, unless you were testing or whatnot, to end a map, is to lose by time. The other way, the only other way I can think of, which has happened a little too many times, and that's, for me, is only 3 players left in the game and they vote to retire. And it's not considered a coalition victory, from what I've been told, but it's paid out like a coalition victory. So it's cool. But I mean, nobody wants to be on a boring map anyway with just 3 players and trying to just wipe out the NPC. So it just really, really sucks. Sorry about that. But the main ways are solo and coalition victory. And I'm gonna bring out the good and the bad with both victories. The coalition victory is a lot easier. You get so and so many teammates. If you're one of the 22 maps, Clash of Nations, you get 2 other teammates, so it's 3 total per coalition. If it's one of the 50s, you get 4 per coalition. And then if it's one of the 100 maps, you get 5. Okay, not 4 other players, not 5 other players, but there's 3 for the 22 map per team, 4 for 50, and 5 for the 100. And so per team. So those are your teammates. And for the bigger maps, of course, you're going to have to conquer more points and to get that coalition victory. But as you can see here, I'm in pack 50, and your coalition victory points is 1907 points needed, 70% of the map. Your solo is 1390 points needed. So, but if you go to the rewards, a coalition victory is 4,000 per gold here on the pack 50. I do not know what it is on the 100. I'm not even going to guess. I know In the 22s, I think it's 2,000. That's 2,000. So, and for first place, if you get a solo victory, it's 3,000. And here it's 7,000, and it's also, you get plus your score of gold. So a lot different. Yeah, you get a lot more gold. But if you go 1907 is points needed for a coalition victory. Yeah, that's more. But divided, among four, what I would say is, you would only need 450, 500 a piece to get that coalition victory. Probably about 475. 475, right? It's pretty close. 475, 477. Some people go over, whatever. But that's basically what you need individually. So getting 477 versus 1390 is a lot of difference. Okay, if you're only having to do your share of the work, which who really counts that? But I'm just saying, your share of the work would be 1470 or 477 versus 1390, which is a heck of a lot more work. So that's like 3-4 times the work for basically twice the gold. Was it 4,000? Yeah, 4,000. Yeah, so it would be 2,000. So if you got first place, you would get at least 8,003. No. It's got the 8,390 at least, which will probably get a little bit more than that because it counts to your score, of course, right? You won't have exactly that, and that would be surprising, but normally you'd have over that. I think my last solo victory, I had over 100 points more, so I got that in gold, which if you've been playing this game for a while, you won't really care about gold that much, so you'd go with the easier route. To me, it's just not worth it going solo for the gold. It's easier just to team up with people. If you joined in a game and it was just like everybody went inactive or something like that, I could see you getting a solo victory or whatnot. It might ask you just to quit at that point if you was literally the only one left. It would say retire, so you would just retire at that point. But for whatever reason you wanted to stay and get a solo victory, that's on you. But which at that point they might just give you the gold for it. If you're the only person left and you voted to retire, they might just give you the first place gold. I'm not sure. Let me know below what you guys think, if they give you the first place gold if you was the only one left or whatever. I know I've always gotten the coalition gold amount for 3 people voting to retire. It's always a pain trying to convince them to retire because they won't message back or whatever. So but anyway, so I can't think of anything else that would be that would go in this video as far as a coalition or a solo victory. I mean, the bottom line is do you want to do it with friends or you want to do it solo? If people find out, let me tell you something. If people find out you're doing a solo victory, you're gonna have a target on your head because they're gonna wipe you out because they know they can't be your friend. More than likely, that's what's gonna happen. I've had that happen in several games. They say, I'm gonna do a solo, and they say we can team up or whatever, but I want my solo victory. And I'm like, I don't see how that's possible, dude. So, unless you go along with it and not get a victory whatsoever, which is fine too. A lot of people will be cool with that. It just depends. Like if that guy's like super good and you really don't want to fight him, and there's nobody else in the maps to help or whatever, maybe you don't want to do that. So maybe you do want to not get the win, not get the coalition victory, and just get some gold, which that's fine too, because even second place pays really good gold. So you might want to do, you could do that too. Maybe you don't want to deal with them, whatever it is. Like me, if I'm playing somebody like Torpedo or Sky or whoever is, somebody like that, like somebody that's really good at this game, me personally, I'm not about that headache. I'm not about to try to get a headache for something like that. So someone of their caliber of a player, I wouldn't sit there and try to fight them, because I know I'd be up for the next week or something like that, every 2 hours or some kind of crap like that, trying to fight somebody like that over a victory point. It's not worth it. I'll take the little bit extra gold and just let them get that solo victory if that's what they want to do. So, but that's just me. But personally, everybody usually does just coalition victories because they're just so much easier. You get to team up with people, and this is a very friendly game. You team up with people and get a victory amongst, friends in the game or whatever. So versus going solo and being entirely against the world, but just in everybody I've talked to, perspective coalitions victory is the way to go. But I think this weekend I'm going to, when I'm making videos, I gotta make a new map anyway. I think I'm gonna do a solo victory run anyway, just to show you guys what it's like. And not going to be broadcasting it on newspaper, I can tell you that. I'm going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to let everybody know I'm going solo, and I'm going to try to get it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be quiet about it and then try to get the solo victory. I had got a solo victory before, and I had mentioned to my teammates that was in a coalition that, hey, I want a solo victory, and they were cool with it. Whether I'm cool with it. Okay. And then towards the end of it, I'm like, okay, we're about to get a coalition victory, but I want a solo victory, and I left the coalition, and they got all butthurt and mad, and I'm like, I told you I was going to leave. I told you I was going to leave this game. So, I told you guys I was going to quit and get a solo victory, and then they got all butthurt. But either way, I decided to attack everybody because they were going to all attack me anyway. They're all stacking up on me, so I decided to all attack all of them, used all my rockets, and got the victory in like 4 hours, right as the day ended. So they were never able to launch their invasion. They were all planning on attacking me when they woke up in the morning, I presume, based off all their stacks. But that sucks. They wake up to go see a loss, but it is what it is. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna definitely try to bring you guys that solo run through, see what you guys think of that. But it's gonna probably be pretty difficult. You never know on which map you join. You never know. You never know what players you're gonna get. So it won't be a 100. I'm not joining a 100 to do a solo victory. I'm sorry. I like my sleep, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe.